Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad LONGKI PONTOH and my partner is
And my name is Khairil Mahbubi.
My name is RAIHAN DZIKRI ROBBANI.
presentation about Muslim engineer Ismail Al Jazari. Who is Ismail Al Jazari? Ismail Al Jazari is the master of the engineer and father of robotics. Al Jazari was a Muslim scholar who lived in the golden age of Islam. He was born in 1136 century in the city of Jazirat Ibn Umar, which is what gave him the title of Al Jazari. He was a very smart, talented person, inventor, craftsman, and engineer, mechanical engineer of his time. Al Jazari had broke many ideas that mechanical engineer used today. He had invented the first water clock, which called the elephant clock. He also invented crankshaft and crank-cylinder mechanism, which we still use today as engineers. Importantly, is that he had designed and construction method system. In addition, he had invented the idea of water rising machines. He died in 1206. He's from Turkey. His education is self-education. Al Jazari was a part of a practice of craftsmen associated with a lot of an engineer than a discoverer. This association seems to be more inquisitive about the equipment necessary to construct the devices than within the technology that lay behind them. And his machines were sometimes assembled by trial and error instead by theoretical calculation. His book seems to be quite common because it seems in a very sizable amount of manuscript copies, and as he explains repeatedly, he solely describes devices he has designed himself. In step with Meyer, the book's Fogu resemble that of a contemporary do-it-yourself book.
Many of Al Jazari's inventions may not appear to be a significant aspect of Al Jazari, such as mechanism, components, ideas, methods, and design features which they employ. The first invention is the camshaft, a shaft to which cams are attached, was first introduced in 1206 by Al Jazari, who employed them in his automata, water clocks such as the candle clock and water racing machines. The cam and camshaft later appeared in European mechanism from the 14th century. The eccentrically mounted handle of the rotary queen stone in the 5th century BC Spain that spread across the Roman Empire constitute a crank. The earliest evidence of a crank and connection rod mechanism dates to the 3rd century AD Hierapolis sawmill in the Roman Empire. The crank also appears in the mid-6th century in several of the hydraulic devices described by the Benu Musa brothers in their book of ingenious devices. The next invention is the water racing machines. Al Jazari invented 5 machines for racing water, as well as water mills and water wheels with cams on their axle used to operate automata in the 12th and 13th century and described them in 12 and 6. It was in these water racing machines that he introduced his most important ideas and components.
The next invention is the clock. Al Jazari constructed a variety of water clock and candle clocks. These include a portable water-powered scribe clock, which was a meter high and half a meter wide, reconstructed successfully at the Science Museum in 1976. Al Jazari also invented monumental water-powered astronomical clock, which displaying moving models of the sun, moon, and stars. The other issues is related to fine technology. One of his conclude points that it is hoped that as research proceeds, very much evidence for the transmission of Islamic fine technology into Europe can be provided. He also offers some hint for such transmission. The most likely route was Spain. Such fine technology could have followed the same route as the Astrobal, itself part of this fine technology. Apart from Spain, There were other possible lands of transfer: Sicily, southern France, Italy, Byzantium, and Syria during the Crusades. Hill is also right on a further account that what will be seen in this work is just a fraction of the whole process, which, as with much else, has hardly been explored. Finally, he was one of the smartest people in history.